Hello students, my name is Professor Lando, educator at the esteemed Ligma University. And in today's lecture, we'll be answering some pressing questions that you students have submitted, such as, what is a therian? How much bush is too much bush? And we'll even take a field trip to my first furry convention. Now to start off today's class, we'll be taking a look at a question from Sushi who asks, Professor, what is the difference between furries, therians, and kemonomimis? Let's start with furries. First off, I think we need to clarify a common misunderstanding when it comes to furries. When most people refer to a furry character, they often mean an anthropomorphic animal character, as in an animal or otherwise non-human creature, like a goat, that is given human-like qualities. And this usually manifests as an animal character standing upright with human limb proportions. Furries are the people that have a particularly keen interest in these furry characters, like you, and also might participate in typical activities of furry culture, such as fursuiting. Some other examples of furry characters would be Fox McCloud, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Lola Bunny. Kemonomimis are characters that are mostly human, but possess some animal-like characteristic. This might include animal ears or an animal's tail, in this case being bunny ears and a bunny tail. But you should note that a kemonomimi is in fact mostly human, with these animal features being a secondary highlighter to the character's nature. Now, if you're still confused, we can take a look at another example of a kemonomimi. This is Furry from Arknights Endfield. And this character is mostly human, but with a lizard's tail or some sort of lizard-like tail. And other than that reptilian slyness in her demeanor, Furry is mostly human. Now compare that with this character from the same game, and you see that the animal qualities, characteristics, are much more dominant, almost akin to a lizard that has human qualities rather than a human that has some sort of lizard likeness. Another example of a kemonomimi from the same game is Zhongfangyi, another character in Arknights Endfield that is very difficult to draw, apparently. Here you can see her horns, her pointed ears, as well as her tail, which, other than being sensitive to the touch, point to some sort of dragon-like essence of the character. And furthermore, Zhongfangyi is now playable as a 6-star operator in the brand new update for Arknights Endfield at the Wake of Spring. This core chapter version update for Arknights Endfield introduces a major story update with new maps to explore, a new boss fight that you can tackle with Zhuang's high-damage, electric-based striker combat style, and expand your combat facilities at the new Wuling Outpost. If you're unfamiliar, Arknights Endfield is a 3D strategy RPG where you take control of a squad of 4 characters. Your role, the Administrator. Explore the world or engage in real-time strategic combat where you have to carefully choose which of your party skills and classes will be best suited against a variety of enemies. To help your battle against these enemies, as well as the new dual form boss in the latest update, you take control of the automated industry complex where you manage automated systems and resources. You can meet Zhuang and all the other characters in this latest update at the Wake of Spring now. Check out the download link to play Arknights Endfield today on PC, PlayStation 5, and mobile. All players will be granted a special monthly pass for free by logging in daily. That means you'll get a total of 12 free polls. Thank you again to Arknights Endfield for sponsoring today's lecture. Okay, now that we know what a furry is and a kemonomimi, what exactly is a therian? Nature, spiritual, primal. Now, when it comes to furries, fursuits and masks can be a very personal thing, but there's a certain way that a furry might engage with other fursuiters and being a part of that greater furry community. Now, therians may wear masks or suits, and there seems to be some gray area of overlap, but it's less about that fun engaging with the community roleplay element and more about their identity and connection to that nature, animalistic, primal spirit. Again, there's crossover here, but I would say that a therian leans much more towards the emotional identity side of things, where furries, broadly speaking, of course, have a more role-playing nature with their personas. Now, I actually had never heard of therians or the therian identity before, and all this research got me thinking, what would my fursona be? Am I a furry? Or maybe I'm more of a therian? Who knows? Well, I went straight to the source to see if I couldn't find some more on-the-ground experience on the subject and perhaps some more insight into furries and my own personal fursona.
Professor Orlando here. We are here at Las Vegas FurryCon. This is actually my first time at a furry convention. Already really interesting here. I wonder what things we might learn and also what surprises are in store. Hopefully a lot.
Martin, medical.
Is this for luggage? Is that what this is?
No, that's to wear.
What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. What is this?
It's a collar, I think. It's a massive ass collar.
Oh, I see.
We're here to help.
I see. Okay. So what did I say? Is this for luggage?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Thank you. I learned something today. Thank you. I am.
Would you like a sticker?
Yes, yes.
Good luck with your interviews.
Thank you, thank you. They're so friendly. Furries are friendly. Last time I went to an anime convention, a guy called me a slur, so I'm eyeing that bright green furry over there. Or are they furries? No, yeah, what am I saying?
My name is Toby.
Toby, nice to meet you, Toby. Am I right to say this is like your fursona? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Can I ask, so I'm in the process of trying to find out like my fursona. How did you decide on that? Or I'm not even sure if I'm using the right terms. Like, how did you make your fursona? Can I ask that?
Yeah. So this one I bought off the dealer's den, this suit, and just kind of adopted it as my persona. I have a dragon as well, but this is my dog suit.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. Is that common? People have like alternate sonas and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's very common to have multiple sonas.
To some people, is it way more personal, and to others, is it more just more of a fun, maybe even surface level thing? Does it vary like that a lot?
Yeah, for me it's mostly just surface level, but some it's like they've been developing this persona forever, and it's their personality.
Toby, right? What's
Yeah.
that? Okay, thank you. Can I shake your hand? Wait, no. Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Thank you, Toby. These fursuits are nice. The technology has definitely advanced from when I was first like young on the internet and learning about furries and stuff. Puppet furry. Puppet furry. Dude, that looks so fun. I wish I knew there would be a pool. I'd jump in there. But if I went in there, they'd have to evacuate everyone out of the pool, though. Maybe it's for the best. I got a new little keychain. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. What does that say?
Cute. It's my character.
That's your. Is this your Sona? Is that
Sona, yeah. It's my main Sona, yeah.
your main Sona? How did you come up with your Sona? Can I ask you?
Just like thought about like animals and colors, and I was like purple wolf.
I'm trying to put together a Sona for myself for the first time. Do you have any advice for me? How do you do it?
Based on how you're dressed, a cat.
A cat?
That's
Based on how I'm dressed?
Yeah, the tie and the glasses and the sweater vest. Everyone who like has a character like that is a cat. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a character who looked like that, and it was a cat.
Okay. I like cats. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So this has been Las Vegas FurryCon. I quite enjoyed my time here, and definitely, truly learned something. I hope you did as well. I'm excited to perhaps learn more about the furry community, and perhaps someday be so bold to consider myself a part of it. Okay, you can let me out? Let me.
Wow, that was an enlightening field study, students. I hope you had fun. I sure did, and more importantly, I think I find myself a little more informed on what my fursona might be. Now, it's a work in progress, to be sure, so don't judge too harshly. Okay, what do we think of that? Now we're answering a question from Sirius, who asks, what is the threshold for bush before it becomes gross? So I think that bush started to get gross around March of 2003 when troops entered from Kuwait right here. From Kuwait to the Amazon rainforest, one of the most biodiverse places on our entire planet, home to millions of species and of course over 1,000 rivers and tributaries that span over 1,000 miles across the rainforest. And nestled between these rivers and tributaries are countless trees. Trees that release over 20 billion tons of water into the atmosphere every day and span an enormous 6 million square kilometers, and is sadly being cut down at a rate of 5 soccer fields every minute. Now, when it comes to bush, we can look at the following models. When it comes to bush, we can take a look at these models to help better illustrate what I'm talking about. Here we have plenty of foliage, maximum coverage, and like the Amazon rainforest, provides much needed cover to the wonderful oasis tucked beneath its soft, enveloping cushion. Now you can see some deforestation taking place, markedly less bush here, maybe only 9, 11-ish trees, but still enough to provide some sort of biodiversity here at the base, but markedly less so. And finally, here you can see no bush, as if Hexus from Fern Gully was left unabated. There is no bush to be found, only the peppering of the once proud trees left to take the full beating of the sun. Here you can see that the once bountiful oasis has dried out, and the animals no longer have any habitat to call home. A sad sight, to be sure. So in conclusion, when does bush become gross? The answer? Never. In fact, the more bush, the better. I want there to be so much bush I get tangled up and suffocate like the bad guy at the end of Tarzan. But I understand that some wilderness explorers with a weaker constitution might not have the strength to navigate through such dense foliage. For them, I might recommend topiary, which is the art of sculpting bushes. Some examples: the ever so popular heart shape, or perhaps the more refined triangle bush, and if you're a goddamn freak, the Listerine strip. And of course, some people would say that if you don't have any shrubbery in front of your home and instead have a smooth, barren landscape, that it would be easier to maintain, easier to manage. But where's the fun in that? That's going to be it for class today, students. Thank you so much for being here today. Don't forget that you can check out my Patreon page to earn a little extra credit, and I want to see the following students for detention: Toaster Boy, Alex, Anwar Bankaran, Otto Nix from Miskatonic University, Blurry Pixel, Klaus, Crystal Vu, Liad is Gay, Fastra, Femboys18, Hacky Sack Haley, Henry Joe, Genon Boys, Jules, Catherine Keiko, Kami, Kismet Nightingale, Long No, Dreamy, MK Anderson, Morgan Wigginton, Phobic Melody, Ruri, Scrambo, Sleem, Sourdough Dan, and the Department of Work and Pensions. Thank you so much, students, and I'll see you in the next lecture.